Hey, praise the Lord, everybody. What's up? What's up? I'm your brother in Christ, Dray Hill, and I want to invite you to another episode of the Church House Snapshot interview. And I'm here with the young man I just met, maybe a few weeks ago, and his name is Rodney Hobson.
Yes.
How you doing, man? Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, and this is a young man that is an actor, along with, I guess, some other things which we'll find out. Right. And one of the things I think that is most important, that he's also a husband, and that's a big job, and that's an important thing. And I just like to again thank you for being part of this the project, as well as doing the interview. So I think when I was first introduced to you, that was you did a video audition for episode 3, and so I was impressed by the acting, of course, and then I was equally impressed that you had your wife, playing a part with it, and to me, family is very important, and for her to believe in what you're doing enough to be a part of it, I think that's a blessing. So just tell me a little bit about yourself, and then we'll talk more about what you've done.
Okay. Well, my name is Rodney Hobson. My screen name I go by is Rodney Isaiah.
Okay.
Born and raised in Detroit. I've been acting since elementary school, so since like 95, 94.
Man, you that young, man? You said 95, 94?
95, 94. It's actually, when you look back, it don't even seem like it's that far, but
Yeah.
It is, man. It's like almost 30 years ago. My wife she was born in 1990. She's turning 30 this year, so.
Wow, man.
Wow, that is a while ago. But I grew up in the church. I attend Word of Faith International Christian Center.
Yeah.
Acting always been my passion. I'm an actor. I'm a writer.
Okay.
Director, producer.
Okay.
A chef. Me and my wife, we just graduated ministry school back in 2018.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. And we just right now just doing what God had told us to do. I know one thing for me is acting and writing. So that's what he told me to do right now. He gave me the green light for it.
Wow. And you know what? And I think that's very important to get the green light, from the Lord. That's the same thing that happened with me. And sometimes, at least what I found, getting the green light doesn't mean everything's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that you're going to know every step before you make it. There's just going to be sometimes that as you walk, as you first acknowledge the Lord and then step, then He'll show you the next step, and then the next step, and the next step,
and also timing too. Like I can jump ahead without the timing. Wonder why this ain't work out, or why this ain't go through. Like, oh, it's the timing. He said I can do it, but not now. Yeah.
And I think that's the importance of having a relationship with the Lord. Not just being going around where He is, but actually knowing Him. So that we can get direction on when to stop, when to go. I'm thinking about David. Every time he got ready to go to battle, he asked the Lord, should I go up, or should I go this way or that way? And the Lord always, let him know. So relationship is really important.
Oh, yeah. Same thing with Jesus. When He said He only do what the Father tells Him.
That's right.
He only do what the Father do.
Right.
Especially when He got on his knees and started writing in the sand. When they were telling him what to do about the woman that was
caught in adultery.
Yeah. And they wanted to stone her, and he got down there, wrote the sand. They never understood that, but he was down there listening to what what God was telling him to do. So I think that's a perfect example of listening to God in every situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we do that, God opens the door in a way that only He can get the glory. It's no way that we can say, oh yeah, I figured that out, or yeah, I was cool enough to get this person's attention. No, God just opened up the door.
God, He always opened up the door, but He give you that choice, whether you give Him the glory or not. And when you give Him the glory, He open up more doors.
That's right.
But when you don't, He the doors start shutting for whatever area you're working on. That's what I believe.
So it is definitely important to have, relationship, with the Lord. So the episode that you are involved in is we call it episode 4, and it's called The Party Animal. Terrence Fielder is a college student that is experiencing his first semester in college, living on campus. His choice to ignore the scriptures that he has been taught as a child has deceived him into believing that God is obligated to always forgive all of his trespasses.
Mom, you said,
Terry,
if I ask for forgiveness,
Terry,
God will always forgive me.
Unfortunately, Terrence is about to learn that God's love and mercy will not be abused.
Reports continue to pour in from all over the world.
Oh, bro, this can't be happening. I'm about to call my mama.
What's happening?
No, this is not happening, bro.
Bro, what's happening?
It's not happening.
What's happening? T, what's happening? What is happening? T, what's going on, T? Step out of it. T.
And so, without saying too much, the part that you played, which was his buddy, his drinking buddy. As far as what do you want people to take away from the part that you played, or what message do you want to present to them? Even though it was a character, but it might be a reflection of somebody out there that's watching or listening to what.
I was just about to say that too. With each part or each role I take, I always make it relatable. I can always relate to the character from depending on no matter what character it is, from like my past days when I was drinking and smoking. There's always something relatable there. But and that's one thing I like about acting. You take the character and you can develop him into how you see who he is or who she is. So what I want people to take away from this character is how he was out there and how he was just free about everything. And when someone tells him something, he didn't really listen. Like, I'll probably be telling too much in the scene when he's talking about, the woman down the hallway told him about the rapture, and he didn't really pay no attention. He just kept going about his day until it happened, and then he was like, oh yeah, the woman down the hallway said something about it, and then now he's listening. So he don't need really anybody, dictating what he should do. So, and I believe that he's really a person that, don't believe in religion, even though his friend, grew up in the church.
Right.
But he was doing some of the stuff that he was doing, so it was cool with him. He said, I don't care what you believe in, as long as we hang out, have fun, get the women, drink.
Right. Yeah, and that's definitely the thought that we want to give is because in this world there are people in different categories or different frameworks of their thinking pattern, just like what you said with this particular person. And with each episode, we want to try to present a person that has a certain way of thinking, and hopefully it'll relate to somebody that's actually watching.
I believe a lot of people can relate with that, with especially with church members. And people they think if they go to church, people will look down on them because they are in the world. They are saying that they drink, smoke, or they fornicate, or they had a baby out of wedlock. But a lot of majority, all of the Christians in church, they are sinners, and everyone have a past.
That's true.
So I believe that they also can, receive from that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm glad because I had never thought of it, from that point of view, and I think that's good that one particular show would have so many facets, that people can look at it, same thing, but from a different perspective, and that's what I definitely want this one to do, is to show, for people to see it, from different perspectives, and come to a conclusion that, man, I need the Lord, when I first got, as I was coming to the Lord, the first book that I ever read through was the book of Revelations, and that scared me to death, man. I was like, all of the symbolisms and stuff, and I was like, man, I cannot be here when all that's going
all
on.
the stuff you have to do.
Yeah. So
you can't buy, and you have to get the symbol.
Right.
You gotta get the mark of the beast.
Right.
Do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, they're gonna try to kill you.
Right.
So.
And so that the purpose of this, each episode, is to try to paint a picture of people in different normal situations, and that the rapture can happen at any minute. Yeah. And if you're not ready, it'll leave you hanging, and then then if you want to be saved, it's going to be like life or death, And so the goal is to try to save them from that,
Oh yeah, so they don't have to go through it.
Right, go through that, One of the things that I'm excited about, based on that, is that these episodes are reaching people in some of those areas, and hopefully it's encouraging them to continue to hold on, I am not at a point where my life is threatened just because I won't say I don't believe in Jesus, or I do believe in Jesus, and so hopefully what we're doing, is strengthening people, and causing them to think and say, what, I need to, if they're not saved, they say, wow, what is this? And let me find out more about it, and if they are saved, then they need to just tighten up, their life. And then if they have walked away, then hopefully this will tug on their hearts and say, man, I don't want to, I better get my life back together.
When I first started, I was just, I started off, as an actor. Mm-hmm. And I've been writing since I was 5 or 6 years old. But I was writing stories and stuff. I used to write stories every day. Yeah. At least a story a day. Mm-hmm. And but I never knew where that was going.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just an actor. And at one point I had wanted to be a rapper. So I was like, I'm an actor and a rapper. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, I ain't no rapper. I mean, it's just something fun to do, get with your friends, you can, do it as a hobby. Mm-hmm. Or you can go and do some karaoke or something like that. Mm-hmm. But then later, that's when the guy that told me about writing. And he started giving me movies. Mm-hmm. It started off with 1 movie, then it went to 3 movies, 10 movies, and it was 20.
Wow.
And now, right now, this year, I'm up to 50 movies.
Wow.
And it's all concepts.
Yeah.
Like that, the concept from the beginning to the end that he wanted to work on. So I'm working on my first movie right now.
Okay.
And I'm listening to him every step because I could have jumped ahead and been done with the movie, but he told me to take my time, get the right people to work on it, not just anybody.
Right.
So I'm talking to a few people and he'll let me know like, nope, that's not them. Or I talk to this person, like, no, that's not them. But yeah, once he gave me all these movies, I never really considered myself to be a writer and writing movies until he started it and he gave me that first movie. So I was like, all right. And I saw from where he had started developing me.
Yes.
So when I was 5 or 6 years old. So I know the words that, he loved kids. And a lot of kids, they receive their, what they were made to do when they were little. I know a few people said they were called to be pastors or evangelists, and they recognized him when they were 5, 6, 7 years old. So I was like, wow, that. And then I think back on it, and I was like, he did give me this when I was little. And then when I was younger, I had like a niche for acting. So I used to do all types of stuff. Like impersonation. I used to have like my own radio station.
Wow, okay.
I used to record myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this stuff, it comes from God. And God spoke to me a long time ago about it. So that's why I was like, especially now, and he called me to be director and producer, which ties back into everything. You were a producer and director. And he using each and every director and producer now to push, what he needs out there.
Right.
Especially, I can think, Mel Gibson and Passion of the Christ, or the Kendrick brothers.
Yeah.
Especially, we had went to, there was a conference last September, me and my wife, and Alex Kendrick was there, and a few other people. But he was telling how he got started and how in the beginning, guy had told him to start the movie. And he didn't know how because he said he was a youth pastor. And he said he don't have no money. So God was like, he prayed and he didn't hear anything. And then he said he kept praying and believing. And then God brought him the money. And he said each and every one of his movies up to now, God gave him the money to do it. Because he prayed about each and every movie that he ever done. He prayed about it. And God brought the money for it. And he said even on set while they're filming, they have a prayer room. So like we filming right here,
right.
They have people right back there in a certain room walking around praying. And they taking shifts praying during the whole time that they're filming.
Wow,
each and every scene. So I like,
yeah, that's
God is moving, and he will continue to move to. I know each and every person have a part. Like you have a part, he got you doing what he calls you do it with. He wants you to write and put out. And same thing for me. He got me doing certain things. Each and every person I would never do the same thing. I got a different assignment for each and every person. So that's why it's vital that each and every person pray and find out what God wants them to do so they can get in their position and go ahead and execute what he called them to. Because he will always have you to be successful when you do what God told you to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And as I look back, I can see, I remember my mother telling me that as a baby, when certain songs come on, I would want to get pots and pans and just be hitting on them, And so you're right, God has put the gift, the desire in each one of us, and it is, I think, we may be able to develop a song on our own, but when God, but I think God is allowing that development to come until the point where he's ready to use it, and then it's up to us to say, yes, Lord, or no, I want to do it, this person is coming at me with all this money and give me fame and all this kind of stuff, and I'll just do it that way, and I faced that, and I had to make a decision. Was it gonna be the Lord, or was it going to be the fame, you know, and the money? And I would say it's not it wasn't you know, me, I was like, hey, fame, you know, because I could see that. But the Lord, I don't really know him, and you know, so, but God fixed it anyway, where my choice for fame, God said, okay, nope. He just cut that and just started directing me. You know,
right. That's one thing about Satan. He used the same strategies, he used the same tricks.
Yeah.
Cause he did the same thing with Jesus when he took him up on the mountain and showed him all the way. Like, if you cast yourself down, your angel will surely save you. And you know, and then he also with the bread. He's like, I know you're hungry. You can take this bread, or take this rock and turn it into bread and feed yourself. And you know, Jesus knew exactly what it was. And then, you know, he also showed them all the kingdoms of the world. If you bow down and worship me, then I will give you all the same thing. What he do the same thing today with celebrities and all type of stuff. So people, you know, they take it because they don't know God, they don't know Jesus. So they take it, be like, oh yeah, this sounds good. I get all this, and I just have to do what? And he said, worship you.
Or don't worship God.
Don't worship God, turn away from him. Like, but he can use anybody.
That's true.
Anything, anyone. So
that's true. That's true.
With that, just stay teachable, always be willing to learn, and you always a student in life. So.
All right. Well, Rodney, thank you so much, man, for being a part of being, like I said, and sharing, you know, your experiences and your dreams and the direction that the Lord has you going. And if there's anything that I can do, you know, to help, man, then, you know, just count me in. You know, and as long as the time is there, man, I'll do whatever I can.
Yeah, I want to thank you too for this opportunity to even, you know, represent who God is. And you know, God is love. And you know, God is good, and that's what God called us to do anyway, is to help one another and to work together. So I appreciate this.
All right, amen. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been another Church House Snapshot interview. And until next time, peace.